Welcome back to Saving by Priority with Bo. Hi.
And I'm back. When?
We're trying to pay off $68,000 worth of debt and buy a house so we can have financial stability for us and Wynn's 3 kids. Currently, we are working on the second to last month of the school year. So we are in our third quarter, essentially, of the year for us. Because Wynn is a substitute teacher, not guaranteed full-time income during the summer. So we try to get our annual savings goals done by the end of the school year. So this is our March to May sinking funds tracker. And currently, the only thing that is fully funded is moving fund, which we are starting over with a smaller goal because moving is expensive.
And chaotic sometimes.
Yes. So I'm not talking about the cost of the actual move. I'm talking about making the house ready to live in. So,
Carpets?
yeah, we need to pull out the carpets because 3 children. We're doing that ourselves, but then we need to fix whatever flooring is underneath the carpet, which we took a little peek and it is hardwood, but I don't know what state it's in. So there's that.
It's in Illinois.
Oh my God.
You set me up for that.
Oh my goodness. Okay. And we need a new stove in the basement. We need to waterproof the basement. We need to replace some of the drywall in the basement. There's a bunch of things that we need to do immediately upon purchasing the house. So honestly, I don't think there is amount of money that we can save that'll be enough by the time we need it. So we're gonna keep saving. And I made a new tracker. I printed a new tracker so that we can save another $2,000 over the next 2 months for moving. So I'm still going to meet the goals that I have, but this is just going to extend a little bit. So, we met the goal for this, but we're going to keep going. So, onward to wedding savings.
Yay!
So for the wedding, we are saving $126. So the full goal is $4,000, but we're adding. No, we're going green. That's why I pulled green.
I was trying to find green.
It's right there. So we're adding 126 to the 3,128 that's already there. So that brings us to 3,254. Now, have we even reserved the location yet? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do I have a dress? Does he have a suit? None of the things, but we're saving this money and we're absolutely going to get married on time, which will be Halloween of this year. Yes. So, 3,254, and we're going to divide that by...
We did put together a guest list.
Yes, we have our guest list, but that's it. So 3,254 divided by 80, because that's how much each of these hearts is. So we should be at heart number 40. So that's 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So we get to color one more heart.
Yay.
Yay. So yeah, so far all we have is the guest list. we don't have invitations, we don't have the venue reserved, we don't have any of the things, but we have a guest list. Essentially this is going to be a big Halloween party with margarita towers and tacos. So we're not actually stressed. We just need to have the money for the venue pretty much. That's pretty much all we need. And of course our outfits, but we're going to be wearing costumes. So it's not like I'm getting like a $4,000 wedding gown. That's not what's happening.
$4,000 costume?
Absolutely not. That's not what's happening. The $4,000 is for the whole wedding. The whole wedding. So we are doing okay for that. And then we have Christmas. So Christmas, we're doing this deck of cards challenge. It's just $500 pulling random cards, and we're doing Nightmare Before Christmas playing cards to decide how much we're saving every week. So I thought about speeding this up so that we could save the amount needed by the end of May. And I think I might pull 3 cards today. I might.
Softy.
Yep. I think that's what's going to happen. So, Can you pull 3 cards, please?
I don't mess this up.
Because otherwise, we have 20 cards left. Now 19. So that would put us like in June, in the beginning of June.
Ooh.
Jack. Okay. So we're at $16.
Santa
Yeah,
Claus
we
should
could
have
totally.
been one of the kings. Santa Claus?
Oh my goodness. Okay. Card number 3. Hopefully it's not an ace.
It's a king.
Okay.
Spoke that into existence.
Okay. So we're at $31. That's still not bad. Still not bad. We can do this. Okay. So I kind of his arms kind of look like A's. I kind of feel like this should have been an ace.
Yes.
But whatever. King is also good. Okay. So we're doing the Jack of Hearts. And the King of Hearts. And the 3 of Diamonds. And if we do 3 cards, I say we can always do 3 cards unless, like, if we had started with a Jack and a King, I would have said maybe we should just stick to 2, but yeah, no, this is good. This is good. Okay, so that is saving 15, 13 is 28, plus 3 is 31. Okay, so we're saving $31, and the total that I'm saving on my side is $455. So 455 minus 31 is 424. So that's how much I'm saving to move. So this is the previous tracker, completely filled out. We saved the whole $4,000, and now we are moving on to this next one. So this one, we're saving an additional $2,000, or that's the goal, save an additional $2,000 by the time, goodness gracious, by the time we're finished moving in. So that'll be the end of May. So 424 plus the 4024 is 4448 is how much we have saved total for between these 2 trackers, but we're going to subtract the 4,000 because that's what's on the other tracker. So we have 448. So 448 divided by the 20, because this one, the goal is 2,000, so each line is 20. So divided by 20 is 22. So we should be, wait, is that right?
Hold on. 18.
455 divided, no. Good gracious. It was 424, right? 455 minus 31 is 424. Yep. Mm-hmm. And then add 24, because that's essentially what we had gone over the 4,000 by last time. So 448. So 448. and then divide that by 20, because each of these lines is 20. So it's 22, but that seems wrong.
Wait, you're only coloring in this
Yeah.
9,
so
18.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait.
Oh, there's 4.
4.
There's 4.
Yeah, there's 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16,
20, 24.
20. So we should be up to this point.
Right, but
Why?
There's only... Oh, and then that's 25.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I don't know why my brain just was not computing that.
Math is hard.
I mean, we did the math correctly. It felt wrong. It felt wrong. Can you color, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
All of these? Okay.
Yes. From go. So, yeah, we have...
I was just going to ask if you could hold it steady.
Yeah. So we have a lot of things that we have to pay for once we move in. We have, as I said, the basement needs a new stove. We need to waterproof the basement. We need to replace some of the drywall in the basement. We need to take out a space heater and put in a new space heater.
Oof.
It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. And this is not a fixer-upper. This is not like... Okay, so the house needs some work, but it's not, like, the house is technically move-in ready. It's just, there are things that are not up to our standards that should be dealt with sooner rather than later. So, like, mostly, like, waterproofing. Waterproofing is an issue because there is some water damage inside the house. It's not, like, end of the world or anything, but, like...
And also, one of the things that's being handled right now is a repair from something that was under warranty. So they need to handle that.
The roof. The roof, they did kind of a, I don't want to say like slipshod, but they weren't as thorough as they should have been when they redid the roof. So it's under warranty. So the company that did it is going to fix a few things, and we should be good on that. And we don't have to pay for that or anything. It's under warranty. But there's other things that, like, we're going to have to pay for, like a new stove for the basement and a new fridge for the second floor and stuff. We have stuff to do. So want to save as much as possible so that we can do all those things. And this is April 3rd. Because I like to say when each little section was finished. Yeah. So we're going to make some good progress. Hopefully, if I can save like 400 a week for this, like, I feel like we'd be in really good shape. And then once this 2000 is complete, we're going to switch over to, instead of saving for moving, it'll be saving for house maintenance, essentially. And that'll be an ongoing thing where we have a goal for every year. So the recommended house maintenance savings from the Money Guys, at least, is, I believe, 1% of the home value per year. So that's a pretty hefty goal. It's a pretty hefty goal for us, but it's potentially doable, and it would be really nice to, like, stay on top of all that, so that when things come up that we need to fix or we need to replace, we have the money and we don't have to, like, go into enormous amounts of debt. Like, we are absolutely going to go into some debt when we move.
Yeah. Quick thought. What would you think about maybe every 5 or so years saving up a little chunk to get the building appraised, so that or inspected, so what we think needs to be taken care of lines up with the reality of the building, in case there's stuff that we might have missed.
I would say maybe every 10 years, not every 5, because that's essentially $1,000.
Right.
And that's not something to...
Not chump change.
Yeah. And we have a list of things that should be taken care of in the next 10-ish years right now. So, like,
check back
we can start with those, and then if there are potential other issues, we can have it looked at further down the road. But yeah, like an inspection is $1,000. That's not that's
$1,000 right now.
Yeah.
In 10 years.
Yeah, it could be more. And then, like, if we haven't already fixed all the things that were already brought up as red flags, then where are we going to come up with the money for new potential things that we don't even necessarily know are a problem already? Like, what if there isn't anything new and then we paid $1,000 for nothing when we already have a list of things that we haven't finished fixing?
Yeah. So
that's where we stand. And this is kind of like how our conversations go. We kind of like throw ideas out and shoot each other down on a pretty regular basis. Scrutinize, think things through, you know. It's not malicious or anything, but like the implications need to be looked at and not just the kind of knee-jerk, let's spend money to potentially fix things.
It works in our favor that even though we enjoy a lot of the same things, there's only so much overlap between how our brains work. So questions that one of us would think of, or questions that one of us would never think of, the other would easily and naturally come up with. It works out very well in a lot of situations.
Yes. And also, I'm very logistics minded and he's very people minded. So when it comes to like interacting with people and that kind of stuff, that's like his forte. My forte is doing the things that work and like taking care of how to get things done within myself, I guess, or with the information that I currently have. I don't naturally reach out to people and
look for possibilities outside.
Yeah. I'm very internal and I have a set amount of information. I'll do what I can with that information and then I'll move on from there. Like I go to other people like as a last resort. Essentially.
Yep. That's my first line of defense.
Yeah. When like automatically wants to like reach out to people, like he's that person who instead of like figuring out what he can do on like the bank's website, he'll just call the bank. He'll just call the bank and ask them like what he's supposed to do.
Yeah. And checking the bank website, it's not a bad idea. Calling the bank, not a bad idea. But they are very different approaches.
Yes, they're very different approaches. But that's part of what makes a relationship like work is you fill in the gaps for each other, and between the two of you can get a lot done. Between the two of us, we can get a lot done.
Oh yeah. We checked.
Indeed. But that's it. That's all. We saved $581 today, which is very exciting. I'm very happy about it. Oh,
so sorry. Also, the simple fact that this exists, that she met her a budget goal or savings goal, and is in a position to do this. Why did that happen? Because budget beats broke.
Every time. And never forget that you deserve financial stability. And I hope you have a great day on purpose. Bye.